Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 22nd. We're going to jump right in here, Capricorn. You have this social media card. It says, making money with social media will be very lucrative for you. Influencer, YouTuber, Instagram, or any type of social media. Grow your social media presence. Build a reputation for knowledge. You have this activation card. It says, you're activating your soul's purpose and receiving gifts. So that's pretty good. I like it. I think that if you want to work in social media, sure, go for it. I think it's an amazing time with the robots, taking over, right? So maybe that's like the only way we will be able to make money in the future, but who knows? I think it's still up in the air, right? Also, I would say that this might just be socializing. So I think it could be, and here you go, you have the sun. The sun can represent a lot of positive attention coming in for you. So, again, if you're thinking about socializing or being more social or meeting new people, now would be a really good time for that as well. You have the Three of Swords, Temperance card, and the Knight of Wands. If you have dealt with like a past person or anything, you have this Thief card as well. So some of you could have dealt with a person who was a thief of joy. You have the Knight of Wands as well. This could be like a very inconsistent person that you dealt with in the past. But it looks like to me that you are meeting a new person. You have the Knight of Cups here, which would be like a knight in shining armor. You have the Page of Pentacles, which is like my card of a new person, and the Two of Cups here as well. And then you show up as the Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't matter what gender you are. I think that you're just, showing up here in a very strong position. I do feel like some of you might have a choice in love. I would pick the harder choice, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean maybe you have a choice between like a past person and a new person. It's like, yes, the past person. And sometimes I think that's why we go back to past peoples, because it's like familiar, right? But it is harder to learn a new person. And I kind of feel like you have a choice here in this reading. It's like, sure, you could go back to a past person, or you could spend the time learning a new person, which I think would be much more valuable, just based off the outcome here that we see in your reading. I also feel for others that you could just be healing in general. Three of Swords, can just be a general healing card. It is Mercury retrograde, so, take all the time you need to heal. You have the Temperance card. Temperance is like turning your situation around. To me, the Temperance card basically says you can turn a negative into a positive. You can also turn a positive into a negative. So obviously, you're going to want to turn, that frown upside down, right? You're going to want to turn a negative into a positive, or just keep things turning in positive directions. And that's what I would do with the Sagittarius card with this Temperance card. I feel like you have been very patient for something, but it's like you're getting something you've been waiting for. You have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, of course, can represent inconsistent energy. I do feel like some of you have dealt with like an inconsistent person. The other weird thing that I feel about this reading is I think that this person is going to try to convince you that they're like new, or that they're fresh or different, or that they've learned or changed, or whatever the case may be. But I also feel like there's something like much better that you have your eyes on here. So you are clear about it, is what this is saying to me. You have the Queen of Swords right here with the Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords is very clear. She actually has clarity for the first time. And so it really kind of tells me that you are clear about like a new person, and that's what I would move towards if you are looking for love. Let's see. With the Three of Swords, you have the Hierophant. It's funny that I said Taurus. It could be a Taurus that's coming in for you, or you could be dealing with a Taurus from the past. The Hierophant is a card of marriage as well. So, some of you, this could be like a separation or a divorce that you've dealt with. The other thing about this card is outside of love. With the Three of Swords, this could say that you're changing your beliefs. The Hierophant can represent inside the box thinking, and to have success, I think right now we need to think more outside the box, right? With the Temperance card, you have the Three of Swords. Yes, maybe I kind of feel like maybe this is a situation that you tried to fix already. So some of you could be walking away from a situation that you tried to fix, and you're walking towards something new. With the Knight of Wands, yes, you have the Five of Swords. Again, could be a separation or a breakup, or, whatever. I would also say that the Five of Swords encourages us to take a risk, and I think that this is encouraging you to take a leap of faith towards something that you see as bringing you happiness with the Sun there. The Sun is the best card in the deck, and the Sun makes the whole entire reading more positive. So, this would really tell me that if you have been through something, or you have been going through something, that you are already healing from it, or you already have healed from it, and now you're like moving on. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this gift card. It says recognition, receiving gifts, reward, flattery, reconciliation. Again, I would be careful of reconciling, especially during a retrograde. And you have this thief card. It says loss, abandonment, disappearing. So this person could have pulled the disappearing act on you, and now you're moving towards something new. So I would just focus on something new. I also feel like the universe is wanting to bring you gifts into your life here, Capricorn. So if you're like starting a new project or working on new projects, I think there could be gifts coming in for you. You have the Sun, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Cups. The Sun is, of course, a card of great happiness, joy, enlightenment. The sun shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to. So the sun is like a spotlight in our life. It really kind of illuminates things that are important. And I would pay attention to where your attention is going, basically. The sun will, even if you try to stop thinking about something, sometimes the sun will like light something up, and that is a clue for you from the universe that you need to pay attention to whatever is capturing your attention. And that's exactly what I would do here with this card. You have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands about going on a new adventure. So I think there could be a lot of opportunity for you to go on new adventures at this time with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also a card of moving forward fearlessly towards something. And so if you're thinking about taking a leap of faith with that Fool card, I think that you need to kind of take that leap of faith, right? The Fool really kind of says that you know everything you need to know. The Fool, he's about to take a leap of faith, and he has all this like knowledge and wisdom that he has gained because he's done this before. And so I kind of feel like the Fool in your reading is almost saying that you are over prepared for something that you're thinking about doing. And I also, I'm not saying this way that something you're thinking about doing is going to be easy, but I think it's going to be a lot easier than you think. So if you're thinking about starting a new business or, launching a new project, I think things are going to go much better than expected. And again, things, of course, are not going to be perfect. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this, but I do apparently, because I don't know, I think sometimes people think we live in like Teletubby land or something like that. Obviously, that's not how life works. So things can go well and things can still come up. Sorry if no one's ever told you that, but, that's what I see here. It's like, yeah, maybe there's just like a little bit better of a flow in what you're doing. And, so don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. You have this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a perfect match. So I think if you're thinking about a person, this person could be a perfect match for you. I also feel like this person is different than your usual type. There's something different. I think you're different. You're both different than each other's type. That made no sense. I think that I like if this person hasn't met you and you haven't met them or whatever, like this could be a brand new person because you have the Page of Pentacles here. If you haven't met them, I think this is a person you're about to meet, basically, or you're about to communicate with the Page of Pentacles. But I think you are both not each other's type. But this is like a good thing. I think for once, this is actually going to work out because, and maybe that's why. Maybe you are like not each other's type, but I think you discover that you actually are each other's type over time. It's like maybe your initial first impression is, again, I think you're both going to be attracted to each other. I think there's attraction here and all this other stuff, but, there's just differences, right? And I think over time, that is probably going to be the thing that actually makes this work, right? Is that you're not like each other's type. Maybe each other's type is the past bozo, right? So isn't it amazing when we actually date someone that's like different, that isn't what we normally go for, we get a different result that's much more positive, right? And that's what I'd say here. It's like you're both picking people who are, the two of you are not bozos coming together, and that's why this is working, right? There you go. With the Sun, you have the Page of Wands. Definitely needing to do something fearlessly. Again, he is fearless, the Page of Wands. He is just excited and enthusiastic about a new direction, and that's why he moves in the new direction. With the Page of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I think that this is talking about momentum going this way here to the Fool. It's like once you get started on something that you're thinking about doing, I think that you're going to be building a lot of momentum. The Knight of Swords is my card of momentum, things speeding up as you continue to work on them. And it's almost like you're discovering something or working on, like a project or a business or even a relationship, that once you get it started, I think it's going to be like, it's going to almost be unstoppable. So I do get a little bit of that kind of, unstoppable energy going on here. With the Two of Cups, yeah, see, I think you're attracting a person with like a lot of knowledge and wisdom as well. King of Swords is like a very mature person. This person could be older than you. It doesn't have to be though. This person could just be, the same age, or they could be even younger, but they might just have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. I am getting like 10 years or something. So I don't know, there could be like a 10-year difference or something, but I don't know, if it works, right? So I think that it's just a very mature, successful person that's kind of like coming in for you here. So there you go. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have a Pallas Athena card that says think. You have this Ascendant card that says entrance on it. I do feel that you are clearly entering into a new beginning. You have a bunch of cards that kind of would represent a new beginning. Page of Wands twice. Even the Sun can represent you heading towards a new beginning. And then the Fool and the Page of Pentacles, of course, can also represent some sort of new beginning. It's almost like you're entering into the next stage of life, though. I think this is a much bigger new beginning than you normally would experience. I think you're kind of like stepping into this time where you're really, kind of like stepping out of comfort zones, or something is going on here. I feel like you're standing out as well. There's something about you standing out with this, the Sun and the Fool. So if you're thinking about taking a leap of faith, or doing something with your life, I think that this is encouraging you to take the risk. The Fool says take the leap of faith, take the risk, and you will be successful at whatever it is that you're about to do. I also, like, something is trying to get your attention. There's this dog here that's nipping at his heels, and I think that plus the Sun is saying that there's something that will make you very happy in your life that's like trying to get your attention. So I would really, there's no other better way to say it other than I really feel you need to pay attention to your attention. So again, if you like stop thinking about something and then randomly throughout the day you start thinking about whatever you were thinking about earlier, I think that's the universe is trying to get your attention. The universe is trying to say like, hey, pay attention to this idea, or pay attention to these new ideas or these new directions. And if you pay attention, I think you'll have a lot of success. You have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, like work hard, play hard. So Two of Pentacles is also about needing to balance your energy. I do feel like just like a typical Capricorn, I think you're going to be working quite a bit over the next, forever. So as you work, make sure that you also have fun. Make sure that you also, enjoy yourself and do things that you enjoy. Make sure that you're lifting yourself up and supporting yourself and nurturing yourself, like all that other good stuff. The Two of Pentacles reminds us to do that. I also feel pretty good about money for you. So if you're like hoping for changes in your finances, I think that there are like something is supporting you here, or there's like some sort of improvement in your finances with the Two of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Cups. There you go. This Knight of Cups wants to run away. Hopefully not, right? So I definitely feel there could be a Knight of Cups coming in for you here. I kind of get the feeling that this is a person who is moving in a direction, so I feel like you could be attracting a person where it's kind of like you're going to have to, like, I'm not saying you have to like, oh, you're going to have to like take this person's lead, but I definitely feel this person has a direction. I think that they are like working towards something in life, and like a goal, a wish, a dream. The Knight of Cups is a dreamer, right? But you have the King of Swords right next to it. And so the King of, having, this right here, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, this really tells me that you're attracting a person who's like moving in a specific direction, and I kind of feel like if you're gonna have to hop on the train that is this person, right? You're gonna have to. There might be some things that you would have to do to be with this person. Like if this person has to move in the future, you're gonna have to move. If I think that in some ways what I'm trying to spit out here is they're gonna kind of take the lead. And if you're not comfortable with that, like people always love to tell me like I'm a strong, independent, blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, great, then don't date the person, right? It's like I'm not telling you what to do here. So take it how it resonates. But the other thing I will tell you is that you have the King and the Queen of Swords. And the King and the Queen of Swords, I do not like in love. I will say they are not communicating. She has her back to this guy here, the King of Swords. So I do feel that this could be a person that you're not communicating with, but I also feel it could be because it's a new person. But I also feel that there needs to be communication. What do you know? With the Fool, you have the Queen of Swords. There has to be communication for this to work. She's clear on this person over here. So I do feel that if you have your eye on a person or whatever, that there needs to be communication in this situation, obviously, especially if it's a new person. With that, with the Page of Pentacles there. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. The Hermit is about needing to shine your inner light. I do feel that Capricorn needs to kind of like show the world what they're made of. At this time, you and Pisces, and there's like a couple other signs as well that I really feel, Aquarius as well, that really need to shine their inner light. And you are one of those signs. You have he has a star in his lantern. And I always say that the Hermit, like, he has earned his right to be at the top of the mountain. You climb mountains. You are a Capricorn. So I think it's time for you to, like, show the world what you're made of, to put something out into the world, to, share your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Or even if, like, you've been learning something for a long time, I think it's time for you to, like, display whatever that skill is. And, I would, like, shine your inner light, is what that's saying. With the Knight of Cups, what do you know? You have the King of Cups here. Definitely could be a water sign coming in for you. Could be any sign here, but I do feel it's a person who has, like, deep emotions. It could be a person who's, like, very hardworking as well. The King of Cups, he's sitting in these choppy waters. So even if it's not a water sign, he's sitting in the middle of the deep ocean, and he has these choppy waters around him, but he really doesn't care what's going on around him. So, I always look at the King of Cups as a person who's, like, immovable. They don't really care what's going on around them. They are in control of their reality. So you could really be attracting a person who's, like, in control of their reality on a very deep level. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this card that says New Moon in Virgo. It says a time to give rather than take. You have this full moon in Sag. It says look at the big picture. We are in a time where I definitely feel that we need to kind of look at the big picture. I think we are in a time where we really need to zoom out. I've actually been really encouraging a lot of people to zoom out at this time. And what I mean by that is, like, if you're not sure what steps to take in your life, or if you feel like you can't be successful doing something, I think if you zoom out and you look at yourself over how much you've grown over the last 10, 20 years, that you kind of, like, putting things in perspective that way will actually lead to a lot more success. So I think that maybe you need to see just how far you've come. And really, that's what I get there, right? You have the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles is like communication, so I do feel like there could be good news and also new communication from a new person coming in. So again, if you're looking for love, looks really good, definitely a new person. But with the King and Queen of Swords, I think that there needs to be something going on here. Those are two, like, cold energies, two energies of two people who are maybe afraid of being hurt. So I kind of feel the one similarity that these two people have is that they're both afraid of being hurt. And, maybe that's why there hasn't been any movement, like if you're interested in a person or whatever the case may be. You have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is a card of resourcefulness. So I feel like you need to tap into your resources. I also feel that you could be very resourceful at this time. Again, there's something here. I wasn't able to really pick up on it, but it's like, there's something here about you improving your finances. But maybe it's almost like, it's almost like it doesn't affect you, And what I mean by that is, I feel like you are kind of in this unstoppable energy, which I think I said earlier with that gift card somewhere over there, where it's almost like I see you. It's like, yeah, you could be, whatever you're working on could be making you more money or could be creating more success. But I kind of like maybe one of the tough life lessons you've learned is that you have to keep the momentum going, right? Is that just because things are more successful doesn't mean you can rest on your laurels, right? That doesn't mean you can stop. So I kind of feel you're more in this position of continuing to put the work in so that you can continue growing. And it's almost like you're not allowing your success to stop you, but like in a good way. So I don't know, weird message, but I feel it's good. You have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords sees things clearly for the first time. She has clouds only halfway up her body. So I kind of feel like you are seeing the future, or you are seeing things clearly in your life. And this is going to be leading to more success, of course. So let's see. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is quick success. So I do feel like there could be a quick success coming in for you here with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands can also be a quick conclusion as well. So I feel for a lot of you that it's like you could be ending one stage of your life and kind of graduating to the next with the Eight of Wands. Also, card of communication and socializing. So if you're interested in a person, I think that there needs to be socializing, communication. Obviously, it's like, obviously, if you want to be with a person, you have to talk to them at some point, right? So there's going to have to be communication. But this looks, Eight of Wands is quick success. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I really like this for money. Again, Eight of Pentacles, material success on the horizon, basically says you're getting paid for work that you've already done. But I kind of feel like you are getting paid for work that you've already done, is what this is saying. Normally, you would have to wait with the Eight of Pentacles, but the Eight of Pentacles is really saying to me that you have been waiting, for a long time for a result. But now that you're getting the result, I feel like you're also not allowing that to stop you. I feel you are going to continue to put the work in. Yeah, look at this. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life, and also an amazing card to end on. It kind of says that you are getting everything you want and desire. Do we ever truly get everything we want and desire in life? No. But, I think that working towards it is a worthy goal. So I kind of think you're getting something really good here. You have this originality card. Yeah, I think that you are very focused on originality, and I even think the sun is trying to get your attention on original ideas. I think your original ideas literally could make you rich. So I would be focusing on any unique new ideas for work, business, but also like love or money. You could be attracting a very original person as well. You have this discovery card. This is the Two of Cups, I feel. I feel like the Two of Cups is encouraging you to open up to things that are different, not just people, but, also situations or experiences or whatever you want to call it. So I think that there could be like new opportunities that are going to be very successful. Now you have this harmony card. This is the sun in Libra, and we have a lot of Libra energy. We have the eclipse on the 25th. We're going to have another eclipse closer to the end of the year in Libra. So I do feel you are very focused on like freedom, happiness, the truth. You have this inheritance card, 10 of Pentacles. If you've been waiting for an inheritance or something like that here, you have the 10 of Pentacles as well, which is an inheritance. That could be the gift that you're receiving with this gift card right here. I think it even says inheritance on it. Does it? No, it doesn't, but doesn't matter. I feel like you could be still receiving an inheritance for those of you that are receiving one. You have this risk card. Yep, definitely. I would take a risk. I think all earth signs need to take bigger risks right now. I think risks are going to lead you to everything that you want. So, the Fool really says that you're taking a risk. You're taking some sort of leap of faith. Same thing with that 5 of Pentacles that you had at the beginning. It also says you're going to take a risk, and I think risks are kind of where it's at for you. But this looks really good, Capricorn, in a weird way. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.